Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I don't go to rich areas. Now, I love rich areas. I see a lot of rich areas on the internet, right? And that may be from places abroad, or that may also be from places at night. Home, home country, England. Specifically London City, the capital of England. You know, they show rich spots over there all the time. And, you know, I wouldn't say I live in a poor area necessarily, something like that. I'd most definitely say close to like super central London, because I do live in London City, not far off. I'd say I live about 30 minutes away from the central part, super central part. All the wealth is there and whatnot, not far off. About probably a 30 to 40 minute commute by bus drive, right? But why do I don't go to rich areas, and why is that? Well, just truthfully speaking, and as much as I do prefer rich areas over poor areas naturally, it's just more aesthetically pleasing to look at. And by the hope of God's grace, I can accumulate a lot of money for my career that I do, which is YouTube. You know, make a lot of money and then eventually move out to a more richer area, you know. Because I do think it's more motivating, it's more inspiring. The mentality is different, the vibe is different, the atmosphere is different, the people in the area is different. Not everyone's depressed because not everyone's really struggling with money. Usually when you're in a wealthier area, you can smell the wealth in people. You can smell that, you know, that self-image boost, that belief people have in themselves. You will pick up on that just by being in a rich area. Even in your centrals, whatever city you live in, man, you will pick up on that energy. I'm gonna say that. You'll pick up on that energy, bro. And, you know, it goes back to the question of the day. Question being, why don't I choose to go to rich areas? The answer to that is, well, I just don't see the need. And it just comes from the mere fact that as of now, I'm being honest, man, when you're broke, what's the point? Honestly, what is the point when you're broke? These areas, rich areas, and the products that they sell are marketed to rich people. And the reason why I draw to that conclusion, and that's not to say, you know, if you're in the middle working class or, you know, or just poor, you can't buy things there. Of course, you can buy your foods, maybe one piece of clothing or two. But just in general, like the things that are marketed there, and you can just smell the image, the wealth, just everything, man, like the designs and whatnot. It's marketed towards richer individuals. The wealth there, the clothing. Most people can't afford the stuff in big central London or a big central shopping mall in your city. That's the truth. That's real talk. Most people can't afford that. And nowadays, I would go to a famous monument within London myself. The last time I went to London Bridge was last January, and as good as it was and as nice as it was, I was thinking in my head, bro, the truth of the matter is that, bro, you're broke, God, and yeah, you don't have money. Yeah, you sure you can walk around nice tourist areas. That's priceless. But me personally, I like to enjoy the best of both worlds, right? It's nice to tour around the area, right? And have money, a lot of money on you too. To know that you can, if you want to, you can enjoy this area to an even better ability. You know? That's just my mentality, man. Because it's like me saying I go to an area like Dubai or something, but I'm broke. And I'm surrounded by all this wealth. You can't buy anything there. And this isn't me telling you be materialistic. But guys, don't lie. Money makes your life easier. Let's not deny that. It's nice to go to that nice hotel or two. I'm not telling you to be flashy, but come on, guys. One lifetime. You're telling us we can't enjoy a few finer things in life? That's why I don't go to rich areas right now, because it's like, I go now, so you can't really enjoy it, can't you? You're just walking around monuments, can't really buy anything, can't really truly experience the sweet things that, you know, the area has to promote and sell. So say, what's the point sometimes? And that's why I don't really go to them areas right now. I want to, they look aesthetic, nice, clean. But apparently also like these type of areas too. Now, as a whole, I do prefer rich areas over the poor areas naturally, but there's this type of groundedness that you get from these more so back in the areas. I don't know if that's just because of me growing up. Don't get me wrong, there's also flaws to that too. Very few ambitious people, I'd say, in comparison to rich areas, and the energy gives it off. A lot of people are more well put in terms of dress sense in rich areas. And, you know, right now it's just like, bro, what's the point? Well, why are you doing it? Like, why are you going to rich areas? It's not like you have money on you anyway. It just doesn't make sense to me. Even to get to those rich areas alone, you need money to get there. Money in your Oyster card. You're not under 18 anymore, you kind of have to pay yourself, you know. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of that situation. That's why I don't go to rich areas. It's like, Gordon, you don't have money. And that's me being real talk, guys. And I've been to rich monuments in London. London Bridge, you know, Tower Hamlets, all these nice areas. And it is good to look at, but it's like, when you have no money, you don't really have peace. And I spoke to my mum a few months back. I said, does money buy happiness? She disagreed. She said money buys peace. And then we both drew to the conclusion that peace buys happiness. So I guess in a way you could say it. Money buys happiness. One also may view it as an amplifier of what you already are. Just overextends the foundation that you've already built. So if you're already an arsehole, the money's going to make you more of an arsehole. If you're a good person like myself, it'll make you a better person, I like to believe. But yeah, that's why I don't go to rich areas, man. Not because I don't want to, I'd love to, they're nice to be. But it's like, I can't afford it. In the sense of enjoying things to the finest degree. Not telling you to be flashy or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, you can still live minimum wage and travel and enjoy these sites. But there's a part of me in my head that's thinking, what's the point going to these sites? You can't even buy anything there without stressing about how much money is in your pocket right now, Gordon, man. There's a time and place for that, to go to these nice areas. The time's not now, bro. It's not now. So, me personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to visit rich areas. That's why I don't travel. I can't afford it right now. That's real talk. As much as I love to. I speak 3 languages, 2 fluently, one to an intermediate level. I speak French and German fluently. No, I mean English and German. English and French fluently, and German intermediate. Yeah, but you can't use it right now. You're broke. So it's like, put my head down right now. I'm gonna put my head down, just grind it out. Next few years of my life are probably gonna be pretty shit. Just put money on the table. Then when the right time comes, visit these rich areas, these nice, cool areas, and enjoy the finer things in life. I have time, man. I'm only 19. And I don't say I'm only 19 as an excuse to be lazy now. But to really realize, bro, I'm young. Still have time to experience. And if I'm using the time wisely, and I'm doing everything I can to get to where I want to be, what more can I do, man? Honestly. That's my take. You may disagree with me. That's okay too. Talk your thoughts in the comments. I already am, you know. If you agree with me, bravo, good too. Yeah, I'm really unwavered. You either agree or disagree with me in that aspect. You may relate, you may not relate. To each their own, man. Too many personalities in the world. You don't have to believe everything I say in my videos, that's fine. Right? To each their own. But yeah, I just like speaking my thoughts on YouTube and post it here. So yeah, that's my thoughts on why I currently don't visit rich areas as much. Yeah.